Okay everyone, welcome to UFTA, the Organic Farm Strategy Game by Darren Walters, family and friends of course, and this is the advanced version. Basically what I'm going to try to explain to you is what happens, certain dice rolls, die rolls that are common ones in the normal game, but now with the advanced version we have a few new bells and whistles to go ahead and show off. So the first one I want to show you is really cool. Normally on die roll number 2, it's this one here, we would swap 2 crops in the market, right? And they had to be something like this, right? Well, now you have an additional option. It says here on my advanced explanatory card, and of course that comes with the game. So now you have 2 sets of cards. Basically what it says now is you can also, other than swapping the crops, the other thing you can do is purchase 1 adversity card for 5 hunger tokens. And it says you can use the card immediately or save it for a later turn. So I've rolled my 2, and then I look at my funds. Okay, so I have what, 20? Now I'm going to purchase the adversity card. So it's going to cost 5 tokens, so I pay the 10, here's the 5 back. I purchased the adversity card, I don't know what it is, right? So, by the way, doing this is an activity, not an action, because it is uncertain whether the outcome of doing this is going to make it easier to earn hunger tokens, which is the ultimate goal of the game. So check it out, let's see what we got here. Hopefully you can read that if I'm doing this right. Turn 3 crops to uncultivated status. So I'm going to go ahead and take this card, and instead of playing it immediately, which I could do on an unfortunate opponent, I'm going to go ahead and take it, and then I keep it face down on my side, and now I am essentially saving it for later use. The other interesting thing is, related to this, you can play the adversity card immediately, or you can wait for another turn. Once you do that, let's say I played it on this turn immediately, I would return it to the draw pile, and then that's it. Okay? However, if I decide that I want to keep my adversity card and actually not use it, what I can do is I keep it on my turn, and then I never play it throughout the game. Okay? And now, the bonus for doing that is every time a new growing season starts, right? Because the growing season starts over after 12 rounds of play, it means my adversity card is going to grow in value just like the crops do, right? You know, you plant them, you take care of them, and they grow in value over time, depending on the circumstances of the game and how well you do in the market. So now we have adversity cards that are unplayed. So let's say I'm on round 12. That's the one with squash. So I have squash up. Now I'm going to I just bought the card, right? I rolled a 2. So I roll again. Voila, I happen to roll a 2. So squash, what happens is the growing season starts over. I go back to cucumbers, very beginning. And now, since I've done that, I would do what I normally do when the growing season starts over, which is flip the gamble tokens. These all get reset. Have it gambled, have it gambled, have it gambled. And now we're going to actually add value to any of the adversity cards that haven't been played. So what is that value? It's another 10 tokens. So if you make it 12 rounds without actually having had played the card, you get to add tokens to the card. So now, what do we call this this new thing? This is no longer a regular hunger token. What this is called a marker token. So what it's doing is telling us what is the value of this adversity card now that it has been kept out of play for at least a growing season. Now you notice it wasn't for a whole growing season, because I happened to draw the card right before the squash or the new growing season started, right? So even though I didn't have it for 12 rounds, just the fact that it switched over right before the new growing season is good enough for me. So that's something you might want to keep in mind. So what do I have now? I have an adversity card. Just like normal, if it goes around and it's my turn again, I can play this on another player, you know, depending on circumstances. If you play the card on someone, it of course gets returned to the discard pile, but you get to keep the value of that card, whatever it was, over however many growing seasons. So in this case, it was 1. So I get to keep the token, and then whatever the adversity was that I play on an opponent, that is what's going to stand. So that is pretty nifty. So back to our example, we've drawn another marker token worth 5 tokens. So this total card is worth 10 tokens. If I make it to the end of the game and I still have these cards, they count just like the actual hunger tokens and whatever assets you've accrued over the game. All of that is worth final hunger token score. So in actuality, what I would have here is 5, 10, 15 points. So it's something to consider. Do I bring the dogs of war while I'm playing? Do I bring the offense? Or do I rein it in, play diplomatically, and perhaps be rewarded for good play, diplomatic and peaceful play? It's up to you to decide how you want to go. All right, so that takes care of all things having to do with playing adversity cards, gathering marker tokens for now. That example is complete.